Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you? Hope you all are fine and safe at your homes. Let's start the day. What is the date today? Very good. Today is 20th of November. क्या तारीख है आज? 20 नवंबर 2024 और इस्लामिक तारीख क्या है? 17 जमादियुल अव्वल 1446 हिजरी. And what is the day today? Very good. Today is Wednesday. और Wednesday को उर्दू में क्या कहते हैं? बिल्कुल सही जवाब. Wednesday को उर्दू में बुध कहते हैं. और बुध को अरबी में क्या कहते हैं? शाबाश. बुध को अरबी में यौमुल अरबा कहते हैं. Okay kids, now we are going to revise the concept of addition, and we have done this yesterday. Now I am going to ask you some questions. What is the name of this sign? Yes, very good. It's addition and it's plus sign. And what we will do in the addition? Who will tell me? Very good, Abdul Kareem. We will count all the objects all together. And now we are going to count some object and we will do addition on different objects. Okay kids, look at here. We have some animals today and the plus sign and is equal to, and we are going to add them. Or now what is going to happen? What we will do in the first? Very good. We will count these cows and then we will count elephant and then we will count them all together. Let's start. First of all, we are going to count them. Count with me. 1 and 2. How many cows are there? 2. So we will write number 2 under them. So here we have number 2, and now we will count how many elephants are there. Can you see how many elephants are there? Yeah, there is only one elephant. So we will write 1 and then we will write is equal to, and then we will count them all together. Now we have written is equal to. Now we are going to count them all together. We are starting from here. Count with me. 1, 2 and 3. So how many animals are there? 3. Very good. So there are 3 animals after adding them. Okay kids, now we have some stars and we are going to add them. First of all, what we are going to do, we will count the stars of this side. And how many stars are there? Can you see? These are green stars and we will count them. 1 and 2. So how many stars are there? 2. And we will write number 2. And now we will write plus with it because we are going to add more object. And now we have other side and we will count them. How many stars are there? Yeah, it's only 1 star and we will write number 1 with this 2. And now we will write is equal to, and after writing that we will count them all together and then we will write the number that we will get. Now we will count from here. Count with me. 1, 2 and 3. So how many stars are there? 3. So which number we are going to write here? Very good. We are going to write number 3 because there are 3 stars in total and we have counted them all together. Okay kids, now today we are going to add some more objects, but this time maybe there will be nothing on the other side. So what we are going to do, let's see. Okay, first of all we are going to see how many objects are there on this side. How many objects are there? Count with me. 1 and 2. So how many objects are there? 2. So which number we will write? Very good. We will write number 2 and then we will write plus. And now we have to count the object on the other side. But as you can see there is nothing. यहाँ पर कोई object है? बिल्कुल नहीं. So what we are going to write here? If there is nothing and there is no object, so we will write here 0. We will write 0 because there is nothing and nothing is there for count. Then we will write is equal to, and now we will count all the objects all together. So we will count from this side and on this side there is nothing, but we will count the object that are present. Count with me. 1, 2. So how many objects are there? There is 0, but 2 objects are there. So we will write number 2 because there are 2 objects on this side and there is nothing, but we will count the objects that are present and that we can see. Okay kids, as you can see now I have 2 sides. There is a line between them and we have to count and then we will add the objects on both sides. First of all we are going to count the object on these sides and count with me. 1, 2, 3. So how many objects are there? 3. Now I have written number 3 and then we will write plus, and now we are going to count the object on the other side, but there is nothing. Can you see any object on the other side? No, there is nothing. So which number we are going to write here because there is nothing to count? So we will write number 0. Now we have written number 0 and then we have written is equal to. Now we are going to add both sides and we will count all objects. Now we will count them. Count with me. 1, 2 and 3. But there is nothing on this side and we have count 3. So we will write 3 because there are 3 objects on this side and we can count them, so we will write over here. And if there is nothing, then we will write number 0. Okay kids, now we have some apples and we are going to count them. First of all, we will count the one side and then we will count other side and then we will count them all together. So we are going to count this side. Count with me. 1, 2 and 3. So how many apples are there? 3. So which number we are going to write? Very good. We will write 3. Here we have number 3 and plus. Now we are going to count other side. Count with me. 1 and 2. So which number we will write here? Very good. We will write 2. Now we are going to count them all together. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So how many total objects are there? 5. So which number we are going to write here? Very good. We will write number 5. So here we have number 5. Okay kids, now we are going to solve this worksheet. It's book number 7 and page number 3, and we are going to add object. First of all, we will add this one, and as you can see, how many objects are there? So we have number 1, and how many objects are there? There is nothing, so we will write 2, and then we have to count all the objects are there, and then we will write the number here. Then we have how many objects are there? 1, 2. So here we have number 2 plus, and then we will see how many objects are there. There is nothing, so we will write 0, and then we have to count all the objects. We have to count all the objects. Count with me. 1, 2, and there is nothing, so we will write 2. Then we have to count this side. So we have already number 3, and from this side we have 0 because there is nothing. So now you have to count all the objects that you can see, and then you can write here. Same with this one. You have to count this side, and we have number 4 already, and then you have to count all the objects that you can see, and you will write number that you will get over here. Same with this side. You have to count all the objects, and then you will write number over here. And on this side you have to draw objects, and you will draw according to given number. It's number 0, and should we draw anything over here? No, we will draw nothing. And how many objects we will draw? Yeah, we will draw 2 objects, and then you have to count all the objects, and then you have to write the number over here. Then we have number 5, and you have to draw 5 objects, and if there is 0, so you don't need to draw any object over here. And then we will count all the objects, and then we will write over here. Same with this one. For 0 we will draw nothing, and for 6 we will draw 6 objects, and then we have to count all together, and then we will write here. 0 means nothing, so we will count the object that we can see. Here we have 3, so we will draw 3 objects, and then we will draw nothing over here. Same with this side. You have to draw object according to the number, and then you will count them all together, and then you can write number over here. And then you have to do page number 4 of book number 7, and it's also addition that we have done. You have to draw 3 objects, and then you will draw 1 object. According to the number you have to draw object, and then you have to count all together. Then you have to draw according to given number, and then you have to count all the objects and you will write over here. And here we have objects and we just have to count both sides and then you have to count all the objects and you will write the number. Okay, you just have to draw object according to the given number, and if there are objects then you have to count and write the number. It's very easy and you can do that. Till then, Allah Hafiz.